Preparing your ride for fall.
Hi, I'm Ivan.
I'm Nick.
And this is the DIY Detail Podcast. Today, we're recording this near the end of August. And near the end of August means fall is around the corner, back to school time. And there are things we can do to our rides to prepare them for that long winter journey. And if you're in Southern California, you can disregard this podcast. But no, still watch, still listen. And if you're not subscribed, by the way, only about 35% of people that watch our content are subscribed. So now's the time. Hit that subscription bell. Maybe give us a thumbs up, maybe some hype points. But nonetheless, we're going to prepare the vehicle for winter, inside and out. And a lot of people think about preparing the outside, but they don't think about preparing the inside for winter.
Well, both are important, and both I think I would put off until late fall. I'd be like, oh my gosh, winter is coming. So tell me the reasoning behind a fall prep for your ride.
Well, a fall prep is to, especially if you're living where there's snow, it's to really prepare it and to get it clean before that winter, because going out in your driveway and vacuuming when it's snowing and blowing outside is not exactly the most joyous experience. So the more you can do now to prepare it and to protect it, and that is something that a lot of people don't think about, but our interior ceramic is one of these unsung heroes of the line. Yes, we sell quite a fair bit of it because people, once they try it, they're addicted to it. It makes cleaning your interior so much easier. And it's going to protect against that salt ring. It's going to make your floor mats a lot easier to clean. Even if you have those, preformed plastic floor mats that by the time spring comes around, they look like crap. Well, this is going to make them easier to vacuum out, easier to clean out through the dead of winter. And, for those of us that are inflicted with the salt ring around the carpet, it's going to make that salt ring, first of all, not accumulate as quickly, but secondly, so much easier to remove when spring does come back.
It's an unsung hero, interior ceramic, because we don't do that many videos or talk about it that much. So if folks are just curious, you just prep with a rinseless wash damp and towel, wipe it dry. So we're not using panel prep. We're not getting super aggressive. We just want a clean surface, right? And on carpets, just if it's brand new carpet, do it on brand new carpet. If not, clean it out thoroughly. Once it's dry, apply it. Tell me the difference between like leather, vinyl, and carpets, Ivan.
So leather, vinyl, all of your interior hard surfaces, and I include leather in the hard surface. So basically not a fabric. Your, even stuff like your entertainment screens, your steering wheel, your floor mats, all of that you protect with interior ceramic. And it's like applying a ceramic coating because it is a ceramic coating. So use the applicator, spray onto the applicator, rub it on the surface, and wipe it with a nice towel afterwards. My favorite towel for this is actually Nick's favorite glass towel. It's just a great towel for this purpose. It's thick enough. It has a bit of body to it. And it just makes getting in those, around the steering wheel buttons and things like that, you can get in there nice and easily. From there, once you're talking carpet or cloth, that you want to spray it on the surface and then brush it in and let it sit for half an hour and do a second coat. On all your hard surfaces, no need to do a second coat. Don't worry about that. But on your soft surfaces, fabrics, carpets, you want to do a second coat, rub it in and let it dry. Once it's dry, it's completely inert. And one question we get a lot is, I have perforated seats. Is it going to block the perforations? No, the liquid is actually thinner than water. And one way of imagining how it works, if you think of leather, if you think of plastic, anything like that, there's microscopic pores. The interior ceramic does not fill those pores. It actually lines the pores. So think of a volcano. You've got that big, deep dish of the volcano. It's not like taking a fireman's hose and filling the volcano with water. All you're going to do is wet down the walls and keep it that way. What interior ceramic does is help protect against staining. It helps protect against dirt accumulation. It's anti-static. And, like I mentioned before, the salt ring, et cetera, is just going to make it so much easier to clean off.
And it's not that we say it gives you massive water beads and hydrophobics, right? There's a difference between our exterior ceramic coatings and interior ceramic.
Right. Interior ceramic, its primary goal in life is stain prevention. Think of it as a perfectly clear liquid. It's actually whitish, but think of it as a liquid that basically is pre-staining the fabric, pre-staining the things. So wherever a stain can get into it, it's blocking it. So not allowing staining to get in. So that red Kool-Aid, Does Kool-Aid still exist? Red Gatorade. Okay, I'm showing my age here. But anyways, the red dye number 7, coffee stains, things like that. They may eventually penetrate, but you've got a lot better chance of getting that staining out or not getting it into the fabric to begin with.
Interior ceramic makes sense. We'll do many cars for you. Ivan, what's next on your fall prep list? Because again, I said we're not doing winter prep. We're doing like preparing for the fall. So it's almost kind of the broad theme here is if you just take care of your vehicle, it's easier to do whatever you want to do the next time.
Right, definitely. And, back to the interior, learn how to clean glass. And cleaning glass does not need to be difficult. Many people make glass cleaning seem like it's this black art that you need to study under a sensei for 5 years to learn how to clean glass without streaks. It's really not that difficult. The main thing with glass cleaning is use less liquid. That's where I see most people go wrong. They use way too much liquid, and then all they're doing with their towels is pushing liquid around. For me, I like to use a damp towel, either rinseless dampened or interior clean and protect, or a crystal clear glass cleaner, one of the three, and then go over the window until you don't feel it grabbing anymore. And that's very important. If you have like the dog slobber in the back window, that's the best example I can give. You can, if you don't look at the window when you're wiping it, you can actually feel where it is because the towel will grab. Once that towel moves smoothly, evenly over the surface, you know that you've cleaned it. Now let that moisture evaporate a little bit. You don't want to start pushing moisture around. Let it evaporate till 80% of it is gone. Then take a nice dry towel and go over it.
Ivan, you've given a very simple way to clean glass. You've given a very easy way to protect the interior. Are we ready to go on the outside yet? Or what else do you have any recommendations for right now?
For the interior, clean out all the cubby holes. Make sure what you have in the glove box and in the center console is just what you need. Don't overburden yourself with stuff in your car. If you do carry chemicals in your vehicle, you want to get them out of there before they freeze. So very important. We're not into freezing temperatures yet, thankfully, but that time is coming way too soon as far as I'm concerned.
It's about that time of year too, where a lot of people who use rinseless wash as their windshield wiper fluid probably want to start thinking about transitioning to just a windshield wiper fluid. Because we always tell people you can use rinseless wash, standard dilution 256:1 as your wiper fluid. Just don't do that when it gets freezing overnight because we don't want the freeze thaw cycles.
No, and you don't want it freezing in the lines because it will blow up the lines. So you definitely want to cycle that out. Good call there, Nick. And other than that, then we're to the exterior. The interior, clean it out, make sure it's nice and clean. And as winter approaches, keep it clean. The more often you clean your interior, the less time it's going to take you to do, and the easier it is going to be to do it.
I would agree 100%, Ivan. I know once a week is hard, but maybe once every 2 weeks, get in there. If you can get your air compressor blower tool, blow the whole car out. It makes it a joy to clean when it's easy to clean, Ivan. When it's hard to clean, it's an obstacle.
Yeah, you want to make it something that you want to do. It shouldn't be a chore. It should be something that you enjoy doing. And the more often you do it, the more you'll enjoy it because you won't have to deal with the crust that's been there for months and, et cetera, et cetera. Now, some of us do like a good transformation, but, not everyone drives around with a barn find car or, a wrecked interior, despite what people seem to think on the internet. That is not reality. Most people have a pretty clean car to begin with. So just keep it cleaner. The more you keep it clean, the better it's going to be.
The interior can actually seem like the most work to a lot of detailers out there. Oh, interiors are so much work and they're a lot of time. But to the regular person out there who's never detailed before, they're like, oh, I can do the interior because I'm wiping something down. I'm cleaning a cup holder. Like I get the concept of that. They get to the exterior and it's like, okay, paint. I don't quite know what I don't know. And they might be more likely to just take it through the car wash. So for someone who's just kind of getting started, Ivan, how could I prep my car for the fall, kind of getting ready for the winter? What are some basic things I ought to know?
Well, first of all, you'll want to decontaminate it. And so a good wash, whether you use rinseless wash or incredible suds, that's up to you. But a good wash and a good thorough decontamination. So that's the quad fold towel and that's iron remover. After you've washed, then you rinse that off. Then you add water spot remover to remove mineral contamination. agitate it with a microfiber towel, rinse it off. We have lots of videos on the channel. You'll be able to find them there. Just look up DIY detailed decontamination and it'll pop up. But from there, you want to protect it before the winter. And decontamination does not remove protection. So if you installed the coating last year, don't worry, it's not going to take it off the vehicle. But you want to protect it. And the basic, the least amount of protection I would condone is Quick Beads or NV ceramic detail spray. They're going to last 3 to 6 months. They're going to give you good beating. They're going to give you good, hydrophobics. They're going to make the vehicle easier to clean the next time and many times after that. But if you're going to that trouble of decontaminating, you can use our 1-year ceramic coating. It's just as easy or almost as easy as NV to apply. And it's just something that works super well. It's going to by far outlast the winter. And like I said, it's fun. It's easy to apply. There are many, many different ways of applying it. Nick will have a video link down below where we show different ways of applying the 1-year ceramic coating. But it is so simple and so satisfying to do. And the results are definitely more than worth the effort.
So have we covered it all? Is that all we need to do on the exterior?
No, we haven't covered it all.
So what's next, Yvan?
Wheels. You want to keep your wheels clean on a regular basis. But if you sort of neglected your wheels over the summer, now's the time. Get those wheels nice and clean. If you have winter tires, for myself, when I remove the winter wheels and tires off my vehicle, I replace them with the summer tires. But at the same time as I'm removing them, I deep clean them. So in the fall, they're just ready to bolt on and go. A lot of people take them off, put them in the corner of the shed or the garage, and come fall, they pull them back out and go, oh, these are dirty. And then they put them back on their car and they just stay dirty. If you didn't do it in the spring, if you have winter wheels and tires, now's the time to deep clean both sides before they're on the vehicle. And again, ceramic coating. So our 1-year ceramic coating is great. It's easy to apply. It's simple to use. High spots are almost non-existent. So get those wheels covered. That way they're a lot easier to clean during the winter, but also you'll have less snow that sticks to the wheels.
I like to use iron remover, then foam on all clean at 15-1.
Yep.
Then I'll rinse, then I'll foam on all clean at 15-1 again. We'll do the barrels, we'll do the faces, we'll do the tires. That's just a nice way to clean the wheel, Yvan. There's another step you can do too where you spray on water spot remover to the clean and wet wheel face, let it dwell, and then agitate it in with a rinseless wash dampen towel. Or you could just spray it on and rinse, although that may not work as well. But that's a good way to really deep clean the tire and the wheel. And we don't talk about the water spot remover on wheels very often.
No, and it is something you should use. Any good decontamination has iron decontamination, has organics, so that's the all clean taking care of that. And then you have the minerals, and that is the water spot remover. But yeah, and then from there, coat them. At least put Quick Beads on your wheels. Quick Beads is an important thing. I use it at every wash. I'm not known for overusing chemicals. Quick Beads is the one that I'm going to overuse on wheels simply because I don't like ceramic coating wheels. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. So Quick Beads is a quick, very quick, very simple, very effective way of keeping your wheels clean and making them easier to clean in the future. And speaking of Quick Beads,
if you see my Jeep, Yvan, I use Quick Beads or something like NV ceramic detail spray after every wash, and they may as well be ceramic coated for how the water beads off, how easy they are to clean. I'm not saying Quick Beads is the same thing, but the ROI for the effort, the bending down, it's just a lot of work to ceramic coat wheels. And I agree with you. If you just do a few sprays on clean wet wheels of Quick Beads, rinse it off, and you're getting like pretty dang good results, it's hard to argue with that.
Yeah, like we just had the wheels refinished on the Ford Escape because it was in an accident. And, before driving the vehicle, since it's fresh paint, we want to coat them. And it's just finding the time to coat wheels, taking the wheel off. If we're going to do it, we're going to do the barrels and the backside of the wheels because they're all freshly repainted.
And then you're going to record a video on it. So it's going to be a whole ordeal.
Yeah, exactly. So that, and we don't want to drive it too much before doing that. And we're on the road again as of tomorrow. So they'll probably end up just getting Quick Beads on them and we'll be okay. But nonetheless, there's another thing for Quick Beads that a lot of people don't think of, and that is the chassis. So, and the engine compartment. Before fall, clean your engine. We have a lot of videos on engine cleaning. It scares a lot of people, including you, Nick.
Well, I
But
literally have a Jeep we've cleaned before on the channel. The engine bay has been cleaned on the channel, and I'm still like, would I have the courage to do this on my own? Yes, I could do it. I just haven't.
yeah, that should be a subject of one of your Wednesday videos, Nick, is you actually, getting back under the hood of your Jeep and cleaning it. But
That's a good idea.
nonetheless,
Any
yeah,
excuse to clean that Jeep on camera.
yeah,
I'll take it. All right.
exactly. But nonetheless, clean your engine bay and clean the underside of your vehicle. There are pressure washer attachments. They're not expensive. They're available on Amazon. There are some that foam. There are some that just spray water. They all work. I like the foaming one myself because of a couple things. A, I can foam all clean up under there with some incredible suds and let it dwell. Let it just eat away and do what it needs to do. Then from there, I'm going to rinse it off, and I'm going to, using the same attachment, coat the underside with quick beads. That is going to make it much easier to clean in the winter, and come springtime, the salt's not going to attack as deeply and it's going to come out. Now, if you live in an area where it's possible to get your car undercoated, by all means, please do. Quick beads does a great job, but it's not an undercoating. Just so you know, it's not going to replace a good undercoating, but it will make your underside of the vehicle much easier to clean come spring.
Undercoating. Who should get that? What should they pay for it? It's not something that I know a lot about.
So undercoating is anyone that drives anywhere near salt in the winter should have their car undercoated. Costs, it varies dramatically from one region to another for some reason. And there's a thoroughness to it. There's some people that'll put the car up on a lift and spend 2 hours cleaning before they even, start spraying the undercoating. Whereas other people put up on the lift 30 seconds with a pressure washer, and they're already in there going at it with the oil. So, or the lanolin or whatever type you're using. A few things before you take your car in to have it undercoated, and it is something you can do yourself, by the way. It just takes, you have to jack the car up, and there's a lot of safety considerations. So take it to a professional. I can do it myself. I take it to a professional, just to give you an idea. But nonetheless, before taking it in, that's when you want to clean the underside, because you don't know how well they're going to be cleaning. The better you clean it, the better it's going to be for them. Yeah.
Solid advice. It makes sense. It's like, oh yeah, there's levels to it. Just like detailing and ceramic coating, not every detailer is the same.
No.
So fall prep can be just a nice step toward your winter prep, and it's just going to make that step easier. Or this could be it. This could kind of be your winter prep a little early, Ivan.
Yeah, I much rather do my winter prep when it's 80 degrees outside than when it's 60 degrees and I'm cold. So that's just me. I've always done it end of August. That way, thankfully I'm past the back to school thing for me. My youngest turns 40 in a couple months, but at the same time, I still have that mentality of, back to school time. Life gets busier at that point. So it's still summertime, still warm out. Take the time, do the prep, and your winter cleaning is going to be so much easier. And if you did apply ceramic, if you did apply NV, if you did apply quick beads to your paint, there's nothing stopping you from doing it again. A nice, beautiful October day, you decide to wash the car, put on another layer of NV, put on another layer of quick beads, or another layer of 1 year ceramic coating.
You may still be fighting sun because we're not quite in the winter months yet. If you want to see Ivan cleaning a car in direct sunlight, Ivan, where can they find that video?
Right up here, Nick.